On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Overhear.
To hear what other people are saying without intending to and their knowledge.
Examples:
Happen to overhear a conversation. Accidentally overheard their talk. She was inside at the time and overheard the conversation.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Plantation.
A large farm or estate, typically in a tropical or subtropical country, used for growing cash crops.
Examples:
A rubber plantation. Plantation house. The former plantation owner struggled to adjust to life without the enslaved people that once worked for him.
Housework.
The tasks involved in cleaning and maintaining a house.
Examples:
Housework robot. Light housework. She didn't mind doing the housework as long as it kept her busy and productive.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Whim.
A sudden idea or desire, especially one that cannot be reasonably explained.
Examples:
At the whim of circumstance. Whim of youth. He quit his job on a whim and moved to a new city.
Enslave.
To make someone a slave, to deprive someone of their freedom of choice or action.
Examples:
Enslave poor peasants. Enslave indigenous people. Her beauty enslaved me completely.
Slavery.
The practice or system of owning, buying, and selling people as property and forcing them to work.
Examples:
Slavery labor. Institution of slavery. The abolition of slavery in the United States was a major achievement in the fight for human rights.
Abolish.
To do away with completely, to put an end to.
Examples:
Abolish slavery. Abolish censorship. The government voted to abolish the outdated law.
Conspire.
To plan or plot together secretly, especially with an evil or unlawful purpose.
Examples:
Conspire his ruin. Conspire to corner the market. The group of friends conspired to pull a prank on their teacher.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Proclaim.
To announce or state something publicly and forcefully.
Examples:
Proclaim victory. Proclaim law. The leader proclaimed a state of emergency in the country.
Spiteful.
Having or showing a desire to harm or annoy others.
Examples:
Spiteful remark. Spiteful words. She had a spiteful grin on her face, relishing in the misery of others.
Bullet.
A metal projectile that is shot from a gun.
Examples:
Bullet wound. Bullet train. The stray bullet went through the window and hit the wall.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Colony.
A country or an area that is governed by a more powerful country that is often far away.
Examples:
Plant a colony. A colony of bacteria. The colony declared its independence and became a republic.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
Financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Fuel.
A substance that is typically burned to generate heat or energy.
Examples:
Biomass fuel. Smokeless fuel. The manufacturing sector was most severely impacted by the fuel scarcity.
Cotton.
A plant that is grown in warm countries and bears bolls containing seeds with soft and long hairs that are made into textile fiber and thread for sewing.
Examples:
Cotton cloth. Culture of cotton. The price of raw cotton continued to rise.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus, Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Chattel.
Personal property, especially that which is movable and not fixed to land.
Examples:
Chattel mortgage, personal property chattels. The enslaved people were treated as chattel and had no rights or freedoms.
Uneven.
Not level or flat, not balanced or symmetrical.
Examples:
Uneven numbers, uneven coating. The road was uneven, causing the car to bounce up and down as it drove.
Resist.
To refuse to accept something and attempt to prevent it from happening.
Examples:
Resist temptation, resist being kissed. I chose to resist cancer by trying every possible treatment.
Rebellion.
An act of violent or open resistance to an established government or ruler.
Examples:
Rebellion leader, excite rebellion. The anti-government rebellion was put down quickly by the government's military forces.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Gradual.
Happening slowly over a long period of time or distance, not steep or abrupt.
Examples:
A gradual process. A gradual change. The country experienced a gradual increase in population.
Abolition.
The act of formally ending a system, practice, or institution, especially one that is considered unjust or harmful.
Examples:
Complete abolition. Total abolition of a law. The abolition of slavery was a major milestone in the history of the United States.
Ban.
To officially or legally forbid or refuse to allow something.
Examples:
Ban gender-related job discrimination. Ban any type of cloning. We should ban mildly violent video games from a child's development perspective.
Import.
To bring goods or services into a country from another country, to transfer electronic data into a database or document.
Examples:
Import goods. Import a style sheet. The company imports raw materials from other countries to manufacture its products.
Slave.
A person who is either legally or illegally owned by someone, a person entirely dominated by some influence or a person.
Examples:
A slave of drink. A slave trader. You should work hard but not be a slave to it.
Domestically.
Inside a particular group of people, such as country, home, family, etc.
Examples:
Traveling domestically. Rice produced domestically. The court's decision aroused little discussion domestically.
Approximately.
Close to a specific number or time, but not exactly that number or time.
Examples:
Approximately 3 feet long. Approximately same. This trail takes approximately 2.5 hours.
Elect.
To choose someone for a specific position by voting for them, to decide or choose to do something.
Examples:
Elect the school board. Elect death. Every 5 years, the provincial governors are elected.
Opposed.
Being completely different from something or disagreeing strongly with something.
Examples:
Two opposed characters. Absolutely opposed to abortion. I'm strongly opposed to that plan.
Outlaw.
To make something illegal, noun, a person who has committed a crime or has been legally convicted of a crime.
Examples:
Outlaw racial discrimination. Outlaw cloning of human cells. Some communities began to outlaw alcohol consumption.
Panic.
A sudden strong feeling of fear that cannot be controlled and prevents reasonable thought and action.
Examples:
A panic reaction. Panic buying. The participation of oil-producing countries in the war caused panic in the financial markets.
Withdraw.
To remove or take back something, to stop participating in something.
Examples:
Withdraw from public life. Withdraw $500 from my account. The company decided to withdraw its proposal due to public opposition.
Union.
A group of employees who have banded together to advocate for their rights and better their working conditions. The act or the state of joining together or being joined together.
Examples:
Bank and credit unions. A craft union. The trade union remained adamant about its demands.
Vow.
To make a promise or commitment, usually formal and solemn.
Examples:
Vow allegiance to the new king. Vow never to give up. They vowed to love and support each other for the rest of their lives.
Uphold.
To support or defend something, such as a law, idea, decision, etc.
Examples:
Uphold the law. Uphold tradition. The judge may uphold the decision of the lower court.
Confederacy.
A union of states or organizations formed for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Urban confederacy. The rebelling confederacy. The Confederacy of States was formed to stand against the federal government's power.
Trigger.
To make something happen suddenly, to cause something such as a device, machine, etc., to function.
Examples:
Trigger a biochemical response. Trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Announce.
To make something known or officially inform people about something.
Examples:
Announce candidacy. Announce the award winners. The third season of the anime show has been announced.
Emancipation.
The act or process of setting someone free from control or influence.
Examples:
Self-emancipation. History of emancipation. His emancipation from his parents was a defining moment and gave him newfound freedom.
Proclamation.
An official announcement or statement.
Examples:
Proclamation of innocence. Nullify a proclamation. The king made a proclamation declaring war on the neighboring country.
Confederate.
A person who is allied or associated with another person or group, especially in a political or military context. A supporter of the Confederate States of America.
Examples:
Confederate soldier. Confederate government. The two countries are confederates and have a strong alliance.
Fulfill.
To meet the requirements or expectations, to achieve or realize.
Examples:
Fulfill a contract. Fulfill a lifetime dream. It was the first time for her, but she fulfilled the role of priest.
Rebel.
Someone who resists or opposes authority or control, especially by fighting against it.
Examples:
Rebel uprising. Group of rebels. The rebels fought against the government for their independence.
Rejoin.
To return to someone or something.
Examples:
Rejoin their mother's ship. Rejoin the party. After the battle, the soldier managed to rejoin his unit.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Roughly.
Approximately, but not precisely, with a violent manner.
Examples:
Roughly explain my idea. Roughly speaking. 5 miles is roughly similar to 8 kilometers.
Bond.
A close emotional connection between two or more people, a certificate of debt that a government or corporation issues to raise money.
Examples:
Bond as a family. Global bond market. They had formed a friendship bond.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
Refuse a request. Refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Surrender.
To cease resistance to an enemy or opponent and submit to their authority.
Examples:
Surrender at discretion. Surrender an insurance policy. The enemy was forced to surrender after a long battle.
Implement.
To put a decision, plan, or system into effect.
Examples:
Implement a corporate strategy. Implement security measures. The government promised to implement a new system to control the financial crisis.
Rage.
A strong feeling of anger or violence.
Examples:
Uncontrollable rage. Fall into a rage. She was filled with a burning rage at the injustice she had witnessed.
Congress.
A formal meeting of the representatives of different countries, constituent states, organizations, trade unions, political parties, or other groups.
Examples:
An international congress. Peace Congress. Congress must consider this proposal in an unusual situation.
Amendment.
The act or the process of changing something, especially a document or proposed new law.
Examples:
Constitutional amendment. Make an amendment to a contract. The opposition politicians jointly proposed an amendment to that law.
Virtually.
Almost completely.
Examples:
Virtually all countries. Virtually identical. Virtually all the parties signed the contract.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples.
A technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Illegal.
Not allowed by law.
Examples.
Illegal drugs. Child of illegal immigrants. The customs agents seized the illegal shipment.
Persist.
To continue to do and refuse to stop something despite difficulties or opposition, even if it appears unreasonable.
Examples.
Persist over time. Persist in success. Consult your doctor if the symptoms persist.
Bastion.
A strong fortress or a stronghold that defends or protects.
Examples.
Bastion of good sense. A bastion against corruption. The ancient fortification served as a bastion of defense against invaders for centuries.
Evade.
To escape from or avoid meeting someone or something.
Examples.
Evade capture. Evade an issue. The jailbroken criminal is continuously attempting to evade the cops.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples.
March against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.
Troop.
A group of soldiers, especially a large one, a group of people, animals, or things considered as a unit.
Examples.
The members of a military troop. A troop of deer. The troop of soldiers marched through the city in a parade.
Stagger.
To walk, move, or stand unsteadily as if you were going to fall. To astound or overwhelm, as with shock.
Examples.
Stagger and nearly fall. Stagger downstairs. The malicious criticism did not stagger his resolution.
Commemorate.
To honor the memory of someone or something by ceremony or tribute.
Examples.
Commemorate her long life. Commemorate a deed. The country commemorated the war heroes on Memorial Day.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples.
Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples.
Genic combinations. Combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
Anniversary.
The annual recurrence of a date marking a notable event, a date on which an event occurred in a previous year.
Examples:
Anniversary celebration. A bicentennial anniversary. They celebrated their 10th anniversary with a romantic dinner.
Announcement.
A public statement or declaration, often made in writing or through the media, that conveys important information or news.
Examples:
Public announcement. Announcement date. The company made an announcement about its new product at a press conference.
Parade.
A public procession, especially one celebrating a special day or event.
Examples:
A military parade. Parade route. The annual 4th of July parade is popular in the town square.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Widespread.
Existing or happening in various places or among many people.
Examples:
Widespread use. Widespread fear of nuclear war. In medieval times, death punishment was widespread and socially accepted.
Racial.
Of or related to the race, equals classification of humans into groups based on physical traits or social relations.
Examples:
Racial prejudice. Racial and ethnic backgrounds. A minor racial conflict later led to a civil war.
Inequality.
The unfairness of a society in which some people have more opportunity, money, etc. than others. Mathematics, relation between two values when they are different.
Examples:
Inequality in salary. Algebraic inequality. There are several causes of economic inequality within societies.
Oppress.
To treat people in a cruel and authoritarian way, especially by denying them the same freedoms, rights, etc. as other people.
Examples:
Oppress the minority. Oppress the people with force. Historically, many countries have often oppressed certain religions to gain the support of the majority of the population.
Terror.
Intense fear, a state of intense fear or alarm.
Examples:
Terror attack. Terror group. The bomb blast spread terror among the people.
Resistance.
The act of defending oneself from an aggressor or refusing to accept something.
Examples:
Resistance movement. Resistance to insulin. The bill to increase the consumption tax had passed despite much resistance from the public.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples:
A profound book. The profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.
Demise.
Death or the end of something.
Examples:
Demise of bureaucracy. Meet their demise. The sudden demise of the king was a shock to everyone and threw the kingdom into chaos.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Pledge.
To make a formal promise to give or do something.
Examples:
Pledge my fidelity. Pledge military assistance. At this ceremony, we will pledge allegiance to the country's flag.